Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a real quick intro to my next project. So I am going to do another pressboard file folder journal thing. People are calling them lap books. I don't know if it really is a lap book. It's lap book-ish, but the thing I really like about these is that with the lap books, you know how you unfold them and unfold and they get unwieldy? Well, with these pressboard file folders that are classification folders, I think I finally got that name down, you don't have all of that unwieldiness unless you choose it. So I have a new box of these green ones. So this is a modern version. The old ones, do I have one within reach? No, I don't have one within reach. The older ones that I've been using have been like the legal size. They've been like 18 inches long. And this is a much smaller size. Let's see, how big one is this one? This one is about not quite 12, like 11 3/4 high and 9.5 wide. So these are a much smaller, more manageable size. They came in a box. I got it on eBay, and they're not vintage. These are new, but I loved the green color. This is such a pretty green color, and it is still a pressboard material. It's a really thick, heavy cardstock, and in the center is like a green file folder. This file folder here, now this I do have it handy, is not as nice as this pressboard. So this one is kind of smooth and a little bit sturdier, and the hinges are very similar, but I think this outer material, I guess it's the same. So these hinges are just exactly the same. These are exactly the same structure, but this pressboard feels a little bit heftier and smoother than this. This feels, maybe it's like a slightly lighter weight. But it's fine. I mean, I still really like it, and it's still the same basic construction as the others. So I'm going to try using this one this time because I just am in love with this green color. And to go with it, I'm going to use this 49 and market these different paper pieces. So this is kind of like my my, what do you call it? Not idea board, mood board. That's what you call it. So I grabbed out a whole bunch of my greenish and grayish inks. I also have this VersaFine Claire Shady Lane. Really like this ink. This is really nice for stamping. This is for stamping and distressing. So I've got my greens. I've got peeled paint, forest moss, frayed burlap, and rustic wilderness oxides there. And then I have tumbled glass, speckled egg, and weathered wood for my blue grays. I have a bunch of sari silks and ribbons in various greens and gray greens. I have a little bit of velvet ribbon in that same kind of colorway. I have some seam bindings. So I've got some seam bindings. I've got some torn fabric ribbon. This I grabbed because it's Botanical. Even though it's not quite right, there are some blues and purples in these papers, which I'll show you in a second. I have these inexpensive, like Michael's kind of ribbons, but they're woven, and I like them. I have some of this leaf ribbon, and then I will show you some of the other things in a second. So let's look at the 49 market papers. I have two different collections. This one is Curator's Botanical, and I totally bought this by accident. I thought I was buying the 12 by 12s, but I really like it. And one of the things that I really like about it is that it's so good for tags. Because look, the back of all of these, if you just look at the backs, they're great for writing. And the fronts are really pretty. They're like all botanical. They have text. They have some butterflies. Oops. So yeah, so that was a happy mistake. So that's 49 in Market, Curators Botanical by Katie Pertier or Pertiet or Pertit. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then I also have this Curators Meadow 12 by 12 pack. I think I have some other ones in here that are from a different pack. No, these are all Curators Meadow. So this is 49 in Market. 49 in Market, I don't know if you've ever used it before, but it is some seriously heavyweight paper. Does it give me the weight? 8 double-sided sheets, copyrights. No, I don't think it says what the GSM is. There's some scraps from Curators Meadow. And so it's just, these are really lovely papers. Curators Meadow. I thought I had parts of 2 different packs, but maybe I just bought it twice. Oh yeah. I've got Curators Meadow. So that's Curators Meadow, and then I have this one, Vintage Artistry Nature Study. Which again, they just blend really well. It's the same artist, Katie Pertiet. Pertit? I don't know. And so, yeah, gosh, these are just really gorgeous. Katie gets us. And they're double-sided, and some of the backs are very patterned, and some of the backs are, like, writable. Like, that's a front that's writable. And it's got a plaid back. This is a writable back. Butterflies. And a very writable back. Very nice texture, lots of layers. Really nice paper pads. And then the other thing I got, completely on a whim, are these. These are 49 Market, Vintage Artistry, Nature Study. This one is Laser Cut Elements Mushrooms, and this is Laser Cut Elements Wing Elements. So, and you know what's cool is they give you like a little mood board, what would you call this? Color scheme swatch that goes with it. And they are these very heavy duty paper. Again, it doesn't tell us what the weight of the paper is, but they're all laser cuts. And they're really nice. And I used some in my last one. And I'm definitely using them again in this. So this is going to be a less grungy botanical version. And some of the other things that I've gathered are, I have this wallpaper that I think I'm going to use for the inner journal. And I think I'm going to line it with this, this rice paper. I've never lined wallpaper with rice paper before. I'm hoping it gives it a little bit of heft. But I just loved the greens in that. So I'm going to try that. I've just inked a bunch of papers. This is an old one, but I've inked a bunch of papers and a bunch of tracing papers. And I have collected some kind of botanical book pages from different books. I have no idea what these are. Random ones that I was sent. I have some file folders. I have some Edith Holden. I kind of went through, it was fun. I sat down and I went through all of my Edith Holden pages, and I gathered up the ones that are the most botanical and found that I had some end sheets as well. And I had some other random book pages that I've bought in like random packs over the years. So yeah, I just have a bunch of random botanical book pages to use for embellishments and for pages and pockets, etc. So that is what I'm thinking about. And for this one, again, I think this is going to be a less grungy, prettier. I also grabbed out some of my shoe boxes of laces, and I do have some greens in here. I have some pretty little embellishment embroidered flowers. So I have a bunch of different, that's a good one. Look at that one. I forgot I had that green flowery one. So yeah, so this one's going to be less grungy, more pretty. Probably won't be inking the edges of things with vintage photo or anything like that. And the other thing I thought I want to do is I'm going to reinforce this center. Where's the center? I'm going to reinforce this center spine. So that will be the only enlarged spine. There will be an elastic and a one signature journal in the center. And then all of these other pages, I'm going to put an envelope, a flip out envelope here. And then these panels will all be pockets and tucks and all the elements that go into a lap book or you know, any kind of a tag type journal, and they'll make things to go in them, but they'll all be reusable pockets and things, and then the main journal will just be in here. So that is my plan for this pressboard file folder green botanical journal, pressboard botanical classification folder journal. I don't know. And I will do a playlist and I will take you guys along with me for the ride. And I thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining me. If you could, please consider clicking like, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think and what you'd like to see. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. Happy weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.